Hello everyone, I'm the Mole Man, and welcome back to Train Sim World 3. We're going to have a little bit of fun today. It's a Class 700 once again, but as you've seen, it looks slightly different. So we are at Dartford, and we are going to get the train set up and ready to go. There we go.
And AWS operational.
Going to get the doors open. Going to get the headlights on, and we are going to admire the glorious Thameslink livery, Thameslink Programme livery, which I have made. There it is. So yes, a livery that was once on two Class 319s back in the day, now on the 700, because I thought, why not? Why not add a bunch of pink and rainbow stripes across all 8 coaches? Look at this. It's brilliant. So yeah, it's got the Thameslink logo, thameslinkprogramme.co.uk, which is what the advertising livery had on it, which is very nice. So yeah, I thought let's have some fun with a livery that is just outstanding. Look at it. It's incredible. I say that objectively. I know I made it, but I love the livery itself. So I put it on a 700. We're going to be leaving in a second. Let's get the windows open. I will try and show as much of the outside as I am showing the inside during this run, because it's all about the livery. And the joy of it is you get to drive it for yourself. Let's get the doors closed. There we go. Come on, into forwards. There we go. And depart. We're away. Doesn't it just look incredible? I think it does. So yes, Thameslink Programme. What a joyous thing that was, upgrading London's railways for the Thameslink network. Advertised with a couple of liveries on a Class 319 back in the day, but propelled into a modern day on the 700 now. Thameslink, if you're watching, you know what to do. You know what to do. It's a lot of vinyl though. It's a lot. So yeah, we are on a nice afternoon run to Rainham. That we are. And I thought, I'm not just going to make a livery like this and just bung it on Creators Club and not think much more about it. No, I'm sharing it with the world properly. So here we are. There's been some fantastic creations for the 700 already. I knew people would put it in southeastern, southern, all that lot. It's incredible. It really is. Oh, that train's moving. Bye. You can watch it leave. You can hear it leave. There it goes. Heading towards London. But yes, there it is. In glorious psychedelic fashion. We are barely accelerating up this gradient. Come on. Another train. It's deceptive this, because you're climbing out of Dartford, and then just as you get a 70 limit and head towards Stone Crossing, it goes back downhill again, so you've got to brake and be on the ball, which I'm not usually very good at, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yes, I hope you've all been enjoying the 700 in its glorious fashion. Yeah, I love driving it. Love it. And in pink, even better. Even better. Of course, it's going all cloudy now. Of course it is. But yeah, we'll take a look at some close-up details as we stop at each station. That we will. As I say, I've got to be careful with the stops. So there we go. See, now we're going downhill. It's gone up to 70, but there's a stop, Stone Crossing. So we're not going to go much faster than this. There we go. Also got AWS blaring at us, as it likes to do. Alright, let's start braking. I do not trust myself. Come on. We got this. We got this. That's it. That's much more under control. So we come slowing down here. Yeah, I've come blaring through the station at like 30 miles an hour before. It's fine. It's all good. And a little bit more. Stop. Nailed it. Doors. Right, let's have a quick look around, shall we? Some close-up details whilst we're here. So yeah, we've got the first class with first class stripe up there, just so it's all upstate and modern. Got all the warning stickers and stuff like that. Yeah, say Thameslink logo is in Creators Club, so I just whacked that on. Yeah, there it is. Thameslinkprogramme.co.uk. So there we go. Pink doors. Looks glorious in every right. Put some accessible stickers on for the accessible area. So yeah, and the blue stripe, of course. Right, let's shut the doors again. So yes, let's watch the psychedelic departure. Let's do that. Here we go. Love it. That is cool. And away we go. And now we've got to be on the ball, because once again, the next stop is literally right around the corner. 0.6 miles, there we go, to Green Hive. Oh, dear. Nice to sit down and drive 700 every now and then. I do also intend on driving it on the Brighton main line at some point. There's plenty of scenario planner stuff on Creators Club, which is nice. Alright, let's keep the speed coming on down. Welcome to Green Hive. There we go. Going for a very chilled, laid-back vibe today. Just enjoying the journey. Because who has the energy to do things? Not me. I mean, I've recently, since the last video, it's only been just over a week, and I've like completely disassembled my setup, my desk, all sorts, just to try and improve it a bit. I'm still not done. I've got to do some tweaks. Knackered. Absolutely knackered. But it's fine. Nice to take a break and drive some trains in between the chaos. But it is. Yeah, I put the decals on to make it say 700,039, like 319, like a little nod to that. So that's what I chose for that. Which I think was not too bad an option. I think it works quite nicely. Watch departure from above. Oh, there we go. Two-tone horn and depot. Love it. There we go. Interesting that our signal's on this side. I always find that interesting about here. That's our signal, even though it's situated over there. Into the tunnel of doom. Very brief tunnel of doom, but it's fine. Darkness. There we go. And light once again. Next stop is Swanscombe. So yeah, should be a fairly easy run this. I don't anticipate too many problems. The main problem, of course, is me being the driver. That's generally always the most dangerous part about this. I see another train. Doo-dah, doo-dah. It's a 700 in boring normal livery. Boo. Oh well. Yeah, I've yet to see my own train riding around as AI, but maybe we will in due course. It's on a very slight downhill here. It is interesting how the train is so much lighter, it's more affected by gradients compared to heavier trains. So even the most subtle of downhills will impact your braking. But we've got this. If anything, I've overdone it. Because I'm still getting used to it. Swapping between different trains, it's a challenge. And I'm glad I'm not the only one that's struggling with Rainham. I've seen lots of people mess that stop up. That I have. And that'll do. Open the doors. So many colours. This took hours. I mean, because obviously the way the livery designer works, I did one coach and then copied the fundamentals over to the next coaches. But getting all these colours and picking them and making it look like the 319 did, that took some time. This is hours of work in the making, but I think it was worth it. And I do intend to make more liveries. Oh, I do. What are we doing back here? I want to put 3 camera in, but at the back. Interesting. Watch the 465 come in. Probably thinking, what the hell is that? Because initially on Creators Club, before we had the 700 and when TSW3 launched, I uploaded the 465 in Thameslink livery. If you have that downloaded, that was me. Yeah, it was good fun. But now we have the real deal, so it's all good. And I'm glad someone has made the train bow. We'll have a drive of that at some point. Alright. Northfleet. See, the second we get up to speed, we're slowing down again. Do a hudless stop, because why not? It's one of those routes where I pretty much know where everything is by now. I'm getting there. I can do Faversham, St Pancras, hudless, no problem. And obviously High Speed 1 is pretty self-explanatory. As long as you know where the sneaky speed limits are once you come off of TVM. You're laughing, really. And stop. That's a tree. We don't look at a tree. We'll look at the train. There we go. Yes, I think this turned out rather nicely. Interesting challenge to get the shapes to sort of contour to this front, actually. I think it is quite the challenge, because you've got these angled shapes everywhere around the headlights and around the top. But we got it, we got it. And now I've got it as a template. It'll be easy to make other liveries. Just copy this one, delete all the psychedelic stuff off, and it's a template ready for another livery. So that's always nice. Away we go. View getting ruined by the fence. Oh wow. It's not that offensive. Oh. I don't know who decided to give me a microphone. Oh, that's right, I did. Right, next stop, Gravesend. What a cheery place. It is. Haha, not. It's fine. Springhead Junction. Any 395s around? Can't see any. To be fair, if I could see one at this point, it probably means it's going to crash into us. So, That's not. Although there should be one at Gravesend when we get there. Although we are running like a smidge late, so it might be leaving as we arrive. But if I know my timetables, there should be a 395 at Gravesend when we get there, more or less. There should be. We'll see. Cruising along. It's all good. I mean, this route is already one that's easily got my most amount of mileage in. I have driven this route a lot. And this is just going to add on to that substantially. Another thing I'm not good at is stopping at is hitting this 30. It's deceptively just sort of approaches a bit too quickly. So we'll see how we get on. The fact it doesn't want to decelerate, there we go. I'm not going to hit it again, guaranteed. Come on. Oh, it's going to be close. We got it. Nailed it. Oh, look, and as if by magic, there's the 395. I know my timetables. Obviously, this is the 2019 timetable. These days, it's all a bit out of whack compared to this. There it goes. Yeah, because this train's the 1613, and then the 395 comes in like 5 minutes behind us in the 2019 timetable. We'll see it on the boards in a sec. But it's different now. Let's worry about stopping first. Welcome to Gravesend. Right, let's see if we can't have a look at the boards. Whee! Yeah, so you got the train, the 1619 to Faversham's coming in behind us. Whereas now, in the 2023 timetable, in real life, it's the other way around. So the 395 gets here first, and then the 700 is like 5 minutes behind it. Which is a right pain. I could complain all day if given half the chance about the southeastern timetable in 2023. It is atrocious and awful, but there we go. I don't get on with it. I don't get on with it. It's just so inconvenient, especially on a line like the Meadow Valley. Like under the false pretense of, yes, you've got half-hourly services to Paddock Wood now, which is all fine and well. But the connection at Strood is worse, so you just miss one and have to wait half an hour anyway, so you effectively get no benefit out of it. Pre-COVID timetables all the way. 2019 was the best. Hello, freight train. How we doing? Oh, good. JNA action. Do like me a 66. Very generic, very everywhere, but they are nice. They are nice locomotives. Alright, up to 50, then up to 70. We are looking good. We are looking good. Next up is the dreaded Rainham. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. The power of the pink will save us. That's how that works. Well, the pink and the yellow and the orange and the green and the blue and the turquoise and the indigo and everything. I mean, whoever designed this livery for Thameslink back in the day, I want to know what you were taking, because it is incredible. Like, it's just like, what colours can we order from the vinyl manufacturer? Yes, that was the result. It looks awesome, so we love it. It's all good. Right, we're accelerating nicely up to 70. Get to go past Who Junction. which is all good. Wonder what we will see. Probably just some freight trains. It's usually the run-of-the-mill sort of stuff you see at Who. Bring the power back off. There we go. Don't want to be speeding. Don't want to be speeding. Bring it back down. There we go. It's always the chill, easy run this bit. Because it's practically dead straight, then a corner, then dead straight. Stop. Theory. In theory. Pink! I mean, speaking of Pink, because Pink is talk of the town at the moment, who's going to go and see Barbie? Because at the time of me recording this, I am seeing it in my tomorrow. Cannot wait. When the first trailer dropped, I thought, oh, it's going to be really bad. But now I'm really excited for it, so it's all good. It's all good. Just, yeah. Pink is the name of the game right now. It's all anyone cares about. And what better way to crescendo that with a Pink 700? Like I said, Thameslink, if you're listening, you know what to do. I also wish as well, like, that the Pride livery on Thameslink was on an 8-car train, so it would come this way as well, but also was on every coach, like repeated down the whole thing. But can't have everything. Right. Memory serves, we start braking as this curve stops being a curve, and that gets us in about the right place. Power off. And start braking. Obviously it's quite different compared to a 465 where you've got notched brakes, stepped brakes. So in this it's more just a case of hoping you get it in the right place. Which in this I probably haven't, but we're trying. Come on, we got it, we got it. Even if we're just in the platform, I'll take it. I think I've only gone and done it. There we go. I'll take it. That's good. Doors. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We made it. We did a stop at Rainham. I am proud of myself. Just looks amazing. I love how as well the material of the train can also just sort of shine through, like the slight wear and tear, which is nice. Love it. We should also have another 700 popping out of this tunnel any second now. We can lock the doors. And we can watch a departure. There it goes. It looks so good. I love it. Is the 700 going to pop out the tunnel? Or am I going to go back into the cab and then it's going to go past us and we just miss it? There it is. Yep. As if on cue. Brilliant. Again, normal livery. It's just not showing up. It's just not showing up. Oh well. Can't have it all. And now it's dark. We have some lights. I've got a new keyboard, I've got new mouse, new everything. Like I said, I turned my setup inside out, so I'm still getting used to it all. Like, you know, when you get a new keyboard, everything's slightly different, and you just end up typing everything but one letter to the left or the right by accident. Like, it's great fun. I can barely type at the best of times, and now I'm a complete mess. So that's just wonderful. The bomb hole. And back in. There we go. Love it. Let's bring the HUD up. Strood. That'll do. The HUD says we're not speeding, so we're all good. The in-cab speedometer briefly said 71. We'll ignore it did that. We'll ignore that. It's fine. Alright. Start slowing down. Because we have got a 15 limit coming up. I try to use that signal roughly as a guide for when you start braking to hit the 15 at the end of the tunnel. It can vary on the train. 395 will do it a bit earlier than that. And you can see the AWS ramp mainly. But so on level track, this thing's not too bad. And you'll notice we're running ever so slightly early. It's quite common for trains to end up at Strood early. Right, cab light off now. I say that, we've still got to crawl in, so... It's a tedious 15 round the corner, but we'll be fine. That's it. Welcome to Strood. We will depart as quickly as possible. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's some glorious stuff right there. That it is. Keep speed coming up. Just to maintain that 15 as we come around the curve. Good old Strood. And we should have a 465. There it is. As if on cue. It's so nice to finally have this section all complete. I don't think there's one more thing we could cram in if we tried. Like, it's just everything you could possibly need right here. For Strood action. It's just all there. Speaking of Strood action. Hello. Love it. This train terminates here. All change, please. Please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you when you leave the train. And then just pink. Even I keep looking at it. I'm like, oh my god, it's pink. Keep forgetting. Right, we're now running late because I was too busy looking at that train. Typical me. Go, 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 go. Why are both these cameras at the back? There we go. Oh! Passengers are going flying! We'll ignore that. Oh dear. To be fair, that's the only way to escape from Strood is at escape velocity. There is no other way to get out of there faster because we haven't quite got light speed down yet. So I sympathise with those passengers. I would leave Strood that quickly too if I could. Like, you know, you see people who've invented the jetpack, be it over water or stuff like that, you know, wearing the rigging. It's to get out of Strood. That is what it's for. Totes legitness. Crossing the Medway, looking at the submarine. I love this bridge so much. So used to it. I only wish it made that sound. That's me assuming that the sound did just come through the microphone, otherwise that was a really awkward silence. Now, I've seen people doing a little bit of a complain, which is fair enough, but one thing that is not a valid complaint is the stopping location at Rochester, and Chatham to be fair. It's asking us to stop at the end of the platform, and that is where the all marker is for Class 700s. Hello 395. So, yeah, you'll notice that we're going down to the end where the 12 car is, and that is where 700s stop. And that, in 2019, it was the case that 8-car trains would stop here, other normal 8-car trains. But now, all 8 to 12 trains stop up this end of the platform. And you may think that's preposterous, but there's a good reason behind it. If we have a quick look. So, obviously in this, it's DOO. There's monitors in the cab. You don't really use these. But for anything that's manually dispatched, because of this curve, the staff can't see enough of the coaches at the same time when the train is stopped all the way down here. So, obviously a 12 has got little choice, but 8 used to stop about here. So they shoved it all up down the end to make it easier for staff to dispatch the trains. There's so many thoughts that go into where trains stop. It's fascinating. Alright, let's go. But yes, stopping at the end of the platform in the 700 is realistic. And when the new boards go in, which was mentioned in a roadmap, you'll see that. You will see that. Might not be perfect in every station, but generally speaking, the stopping pattern is correct at Rochester and Chatham. Old Rochester. A shame it's just looks like this now, and they demolished most of it, but what can you do? What can you do? I remember one of the first times I saw the Southeastern Trainbow out and about. I was walking down this road that we're going over right now, and the second as I got past this tree and I could see the bridge, the Trainbow went over as we are now. It's such a cool little moment. I love it. I love it. Fort Pitt Tunnel. Next stop, Chatham. We're nearly through the tedious 30 zone that plagues the Medway towns. I see an electrostar, doo-dah, doo-dah. It's currently whited out by the bloody sun. There we go. I need to drive the 375 more. It's one of those weird things where, even though I've driven on this route lots, I tend to do a lot of my driving where I just pick one service on the menu and then do some on-foot continuations for like a few hours. It's good fun. But I've still not, to this day, picked a service that happens to stop at like Newington and Tenham. It's just one of those things. Made it. There we go. Isn't that a sight to behold? Isn't it just? Indeed. Love it. Can we have a look at the back? There we go. Sort of blocked by the presence of a 375. You can see the funky reflection. It's always 700s reflect really funny in other trains, as you can see right there. Are you going to depart so I can get a nice view, or are we going to leave first? You going to go? You're going to be annoying, aren't you? Probably. Away we go. Good old Chatham Station. Said no one ever. Now it's shutting its doors, of course. Right, we must, oh, there we go. We must be a bit careful, I think, coming into Gillingham. Sometimes the level crossing's still down. I think we're good because the signal's green at this point. But it means you can get approach controlled in, and I don't want to overspeed. That would be bad. That would be bad. Let's keep having a look at the outside because there's not that much left to go. Got the stretch between Gillingham and Rainham once we get there, but you know, it's a fairly short run, this, but a nice sized run. I often find I don't have time to do services that are over an hour long, so 45, 50 minutes, right up my street. Right, yeah, AWS is being AWSE, so we'll be mindful that we need to come in at a gentle speed, otherwise TPWS is going to be like, blah, and I don't want to be blurred. So we'll just keep it at a gentle pace. We're making good time. We're all good. We are all good. Also going uphill slightly. Go through Gillingham Tunnel. Yeah, that looks like a single yellow to me. So it'll come in nice and gently. That be a red. See another 700. Again, it's not carrying this livery. The odds are not in our favour today. Oh well. Alright. Let's stick it at 20. That's the safest speed to be coming in, I think, although we will keep bringing it down as we get closer. It's these grids here will catch you out. TPWS over speed. And stop. And doors. And have a look around. There we go. Good. Let's get the pair of them down this end where the sun is shining. Just looks the business. Like, considering the Thameslink logo has got pink on it, it saddens me that the doors are blue. It feels like they should be pink. All the logos should be blue. There needs to be more pink. And I'm the one that did that. The hardest choices require the strongest colour schemes. God, it looks good. One more screenshot for the road. It's leaving. and we're going to be leaving in about 20 seconds. Goodbye, have fun in Luton. When you get there in like 2 hours. Mad timetabling. Got the road now, so that's good. And shut the doors. And I think it's time for one last departure. Actually, no, instead of a departure, we're going to fly up to the level crossing. Because standing on this footbridge is where it's at for spotting. There we go. Right. And now we wait patiently for the train to arrive. You being patient? I hope so. And here we see the Pink 700 on its way to Rainham. Does look good. Even from this shoddy angle. There we go. Oh, I can't see. Oh, no. There we go. Love it. Love it. Love it. 2.4 miles to Rainham. We almost get to floor it. Almost. Ding. So you get to 60, come off the power, then go past the 80 board and go back up again. It's like just move the 80 back a little bit and then it's all good. Continuous acceleration is what we want. With a yellow signal, of course. It's all good, we got it. I'm not afraid of that 25 limit, will be fine. I spotted this footbridge too. It's all good, but it's quite rickety, so it wobbles every time a train goes underneath it. I got that before it even made a sound. I'm convinced that the red signal is, yep, before we get there. Okay. All the brakes. Come on, do not let me fail this now. Well, it hasn't oversped me yet. I think we kept it under control. Approach control is evil. This will probably change as we crawl up to it. Come on. Come on. You're going to wait for me just to get slow enough. There we go. Platform 0. In we go. And back up to 25. Boom. No, I said 25, not 26. There we go. Yep, here we are. Welcome to Rainham. As we snake our way into platform 0. A nice run in an even nicer livery. As I say, it's on Creators Club. And providing all goes well, on Creators Club it shall remain. It shall remain. Bring the speed down. go. Down to 10. Going here for the final stop. And that is what I call nailed it. Nice. Right, let's get that off so it didn't shout at me. Doors open. Tail lights on. No, full service. Neutral. Let's pop out and have a look. It's probably going to give us a debrief as well in a second. Thing of beauty. Look at it. Oi! Oi! Don't push me around. Yeah, I'll remember you. Honestly, what are some people like? Ridiculous. Debrief time. All the levels, look at that. Another 20 miles in the bag. Level 198. Already level 6 on the 700. Not some alright stopping there. Rainham being the closest by the looks of things. So yeah, that's not too bad. Let's go back on foot. There we go. We have made it to Rainham, which is where we started off last time. So that was a nice little return run. Thought I'd do one in the daylight this time. Show off the pinkness in all its glory. Go download this. Link will be in the description. It's good fun. And yeah, I want to make some more 700. Honestly, what is it with people pushing me about today? What is wrong with you? Wow. I see how it is. How rude. Well, I'm going to go and nick their seat. Ha 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 ha. Let's run down to the end before we sign off for the day. Another last look at the livery. So I put some little white decals where it made sense to have stuff that would not be necessarily vinyled over. I think it makes sense, and I think it looks good. I think it looks good. And it's all yours to be enjoyed. I'm going to get in first class. There we go. Stop Rainham. Oh! You're in my seat! Oh, always like that seat, and people always take it.
Please have your tickets available for inspection.
Thank you. Right, right, fine. I'll sit in this solo seat. Stop looking at me. Thank you. Anyway, check station screens. That I will. Thank you very much for watching this one. Nice to do another run in the 700s, and I hope you enjoy the livery. A labour of love, I think is the best way to put it. So go ahead and enjoy that. Have some fun. Keep driving the 700 around. And I will see you in the next video.